this are playing in the middle. They're playing in a game that was structured for them. They're risk adverse, they fear, and most importantly, they fear what other people think.
So when you're on this entrepreneurial journey, there's going to be times where you just don't feel like doing anything. And I'm going to be honest with you, for the last week or like last couple of days, I've just been in my bed. I haven't been doing anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel so zapped of energy, and I've got like this, man, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just these things, these days where you feel like your creativity has been shot, and you don't feel like doing anything. And then it's like, not even your creativity but your work ethic as well, because you can lose your creativity for a couple of hours or a couple of days, but your work ethic can still be there and you can still focus on the journey. Me right now, this is difficult because I know where I want to be, but there's some days where I just forget myself, if that makes sense. I forget what I'm doing, I forget the journey, and I consume a lot of content personally. I consume a hell of a lot of content from other creators on YouTube, on Instagram, and I look to find inspiration to where I can further understand my situation and further understand what I need to do to get a kick up the backside to get further to where I need to be. And you're gonna have days like this. This is it. This is the reason why I created this YouTube channel, or this is the reason why I started creating videos again. Is to let people know the struggle, document the struggle, document the days where you don't feel like doing anything, and you just want to take a break. You should never ever work to create something for other people. You should always do it for yourself. And for me, that's where I feel like I'm at right now. I wanted to pick up the camera for so many times, but I always questioned why am I picking up the camera? Is it just to pick it up for other people to see that I'm actually doing something, or do I actually want to document, or do I actually want to create something of value for myself? Because I want to put these videos out so when I look back at them, I can be understanding of my situation at the time and understand how I came out of that situation. So the reason why I'm picking up this camera today is expressing myself. I don't want to express myself to any other person apart from me, apart from this camera. And hopefully anyone that watches this video can understand that and can relate to that, and it can understand the value of expressing things to yourself. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk always says, you know, the reason why people are unhappy is because they care too much about other people's opinions. And if you keep on and he's so right, because if you continue to care about other people's opinions, how can you have room to understand yourself and always work towards what you want to do and what you want to grasp and get better at? Trust me, there's a lot more quality videos in the making. I'm currently working on some right now, but you know what I'm saying, like in the midst of getting to where you are to where you need to be, in between that, there's gonna be a lot of days where, you know, you just question yourself, you question your reason, you question your why, you question what you're doing it for. And once you understand and you remember your why you're doing this in the first place, everything clicks back into normal gear. You realize why you're doing it and understand what you need to do in order to get there. And right now I'm having those days where I'm not questioning myself. I'm just feeling lazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've got stuff to do, but I just don't really feel like doing it. And the main thing for me is, if I'm going through certain periods of my life, like periods like these where I don't really feel like doing anything, I always want to make sure I'm not standing still. Standing still is the most dangerous thing you can do. Always look to move forward, even if you're crawling. Remember, slow steps are better than no steps. So I'm gonna probably edit this video. I've applied to a couple more jobs. I've done a little bit of things here and there to keep the ball rolling, to keep the stone rolling down the hill, and it's all about momentum. Remember what I said in my first video, it's all about momentum. The more you do things, the more consistent you do one thing day after day or week after week, you want to go and add more things to that one thing, and all of a sudden now you're doing 2 things, and then you're doing 4 things, and then you're doing 5 things, and then you're doing 20 things. So it's all about gaining that momentum. And when you have a slow period of momentum like I am having right now, and I'm sure most of you guys that watch this would understand me, and probably have felt like this when you are your own boss. You know, that momentum slows down a little bit, and it's all up to you whether you want to shut off completely, which I don't recommend doing at all. Even if you're having a low day, always see what's the easiest thing you can do today to keep you moving forward. And that's the main thing and main motivation I keep myself whenever I'm having a day like this, is to what is the easiest thing you can do today to keep your dream moving forward. And that's what I'm gonna leave it off at, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, I'm documenting the struggle. If you want to understand the life of a wannabe entrepreneur, trying to make it as a successful entrepreneur, trying to become financially free, and if you want to subscribe to that type of lifestyle, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm doing it for you guys as well as doing it for myself, and I just want to help people out who are in a similar situation as me. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. Remember, I upload every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And I'm documenting the struggle for you guys, man. Let's get it. Let's get this money. And yeah, over and out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
I didn't care what other people said. And it's not because I didn't respect it. I get feedback all the time that might be negative, this and that. I respect it, I listen to it. But at the end of the day, I'm just not built to have it dictate my one at bat at life.